Hey there, it's Walt. I was thinking this morning about how very fleeting moods are, how moods just come and go. I wasn't really in the mood to go out for a run this morning. And I was thinking back a couple of weeks to our summit morning on Mount Blanc at 2 a.m. when the alarm went off and we had to get dressed and put our climbing harnesses on and go out into the dark and cold and rope up and climb up steep terrain that we didn't know. I wasn't really in the mood to do that, even though the project was exciting. And I think that when we get clear on what we want to do, what's valuable to us, what is an important goal, we need to be aware that moods come and go. And that if we really want to accomplish the things that are important to us in our lives, we actually need to put aside those moods and to ignore them. Ann and I have a rule that we never, ever ask each other whether we feel like going out on a run in the morning. Because the truth is that 90% of the time we never feel like going out on a run, particularly on the rainiest mornings in November or December. But what's also true is that once we get out, once we start, once our bodies start to loosen up, it feels good to be out doing the run. And that's so true in so many activities. Certainly it was true that morning on Mount Blanc, but in writing, when we sit down, even if we don't feel like writing, and we get into the flow, things begin to change. The mood begins to lighten. If we have a program or a keynote or an art project or whatever, a lot of times is a question of getting over that hurdle of the mood and getting into action. And so often, action is required in order to change up the game. In fact, most times, action is necessary to change up the game. And so the secret is to be in action towards something that we really, really want to do, and to ignore the mood, because so often moods will follow action and they'll lighten and they'll brighten and we'll get into the things that matter most. So it's a lesson that I'm constantly reminding myself of, that action is really the key to achieving the things that matter most. Make it a great rest of the day, great rest of the week. Talk soon.